It was supposed to be a reminder. The sword was never just steel. It was a symbol of what we stood for. Strength, justice, the will to carve a path. I wanted them to remember. To fight for those ideals, to uphold them, even when I was gone. Merlin saw Avalon for what it was long before the rest of us. He told me that that the weirdness would gnaw at our walls, at our minds, at our very bones, until nothing. But he still fought to map a way forward, to carve some sense into this land. And in the end, we were losing the battle at Tuathan's mouth. Our last push before the weirdness took the field. Merlin was with us, bleeding. Then it came. Not a beast, not a man, not something we ever had words for. A shadow, wearing... Merlin raised his staff, spoke a name I didn't recognize. And then he was not killed, not struck down, just... Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces. And I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur. This must count for something.
Show yourself! I'm invincible! Blow for blow!
soldier. May the word bless you. Is there something you need? Or perhaps you're in need of a weapon to bolster your courage. I haven't gathered much, but you might find something. At the end of his papacy, the 18th Pope of the Red Church issued the papal bull of... It's truly a sacred scripture. I often find myself going back. Out of all the verses, these are the ones that resonate with me. May all those called by the word never be... If your way of the word leads you through thorns and whips, embrace it. And if your way of the word is that of a sword, blood and fire, shed the blood. I have been called, so... Unless my interpretation of the papal bull of calling is wrong, then yes. Therefore, if it's words of comfort you're seeking, certainly, here's what I have. Fare thee well, then.
boy! What do you think you're doing here? This is my spot! I got here before dawn, so you better get lost, you miscreant! I don't need to explain anything, but you better explain why you're trying to steal my mushrooms! Oh, so now you're going to tell me you didn't know and that you were just passing by, huh? Well, you'll find loads of penny buns growing here. I once picked a dozen for penny with just one tree. You aren't really interested in... Then by all means, go ahead and learn. Just not on my... You see, the most important thing is to tell the difference between I've got this friend, Old Mel they call him. He once decided to get some oyster mushrooms for his scrambled eggs. Now, Mel's been picking mushrooms since he was a wee lad, but his eyes are not what it used to be. So instead of oyster mushrooms, he ended up spending an entire day in the privy. Almost shot him. What are you blubbering about? How are the oyster mushrooms disgusting? Don't try to piss me off. My knife can cut. Why don't you stick a thumb up your ass and twist it? You think you can teach me how to pick mushrooms? Me? Everyone knows the mycelium has to stay in the...
How can I assist you? Good. Very good. I assume you've decided to climb further into the guild's ranks then. Are you ready for your next adventure? I'd like you to find Calum and bring me his research. He's a former guild member and a cruel man. He took the idea of life as a form of energy a little too much to heart, and it's made him potentially dangerous. We expelled him and cut him off from our resources, but as you might guess, that didn't... We don't know the details, but I doubt it's anything good or humane. From what I hear, he's gone completely mad and started experimenting on humans. He always claimed it's the only way to unlock the spark of life, but Practicing necromancy is, of course, strict. Personally, I'd like to treat him the way he treats his test subjects. That's just my own view on the matter. The guild only wants information on what he's doing. It'd be best if you didn't get yourself killed while gathering it. The owls are hooting that he's holed up in some hut at the swamps. The air changed the moment you arrived. How can I assist you? It's unrelated to your task, but since you're curious, this is the statue of the Morning Harpist, built in the memory of the twin sisters from the court of Sagramore, the former ruler of... Legend has it that one sister killed the other out of jealousy for her talent. They also say that if you camp here at night, you might hear the wailing of the betrayed sister. But with the weirdness so thick, who'd camp here at night? The inn at Connacht is far more welcoming. That's all I know. But if you ever come across the remnants of the royal geographers, they might be able to tell you more. May Mather's strong arm embrace you. What do you seek? May Mather's strong arm embrace you. Even your silence carries weight here.
Who dares disturb me? Have you come here to mock me? To spit on my grave? I don't believe you. No one ever comes here with good intentions. My grave was spat on and pissed on. It's been desecrated. Nothing ever changes in this wretched world. I've had enough. I suffered enough humiliation. Dares disturb me? Have you come here to mock me? I don't believe you. No one ever comes here with good intentions. My grave. Nothing ever changes in this wretched world. They've gone quiet. It's so peaceful now. It's been ages since I last felt this peace. Back when we were young and cared. Oh, my sweet sister. What have I done to you? What have we done to... I was hanged by a harp string. They deemed it a fitting punishment for my envy of my sister's talent. But they were wrong. I never envied her. I felt betrayed, yet I did. And I'm relieved I paid with my life. I don't like thinking about the past. Though, I guess since I'm dead, the past is all I have left. I miss music. I think I miss it above all else. My music was there for me when my sister wasn't. The court mocking my talent hurt even more than when they just mocked me. And that absurd contest. Someone tampered with my harp. I know they did. I was furious. It was my harp and they... I know she's here, somewhere, beyond this wall. I can feel her. I wish I could comfort her, but it's impossible. Ain never knew loneliness like this. Such bitter irony. I often wish she could feel what I felt when she turned away. Now she does, and it hurts me even more. I wish I could join her, even if she doesn't forgive me. I realize that. But now, we're both dead. We have eternity to... All I want is peace. And I sense she does... Would you? I have nothing to offer but my gratitude. Whatever they buried me with is yours. Death has shown me how meaningless material things really are. Thank you, kind stranger, for giving us this chance at peace.
this place remembers everything. What can I do for you? May Mather's strong arm embrace you. Careful. This place remembers everything.
Hello? Who's there? I can't see very... Oh. He's not here. He must be in the cave. I think he's been there for a while. It's hard to keep track of time here. The one with the plant. Where I can feel its roots digging into the damp soil. Sometimes I envy it. It feels big and strong. I'm Ely. I used to beg on the streets of Connacht. I hated it. The rain. Cold nights. This is better, in some ways. and worse. He offered me a job, said I could stay at his house. At first I didn't agree. I've had plenty of men, but he said all he needed was a housekeeper, since he belonged to some important guild. So I said yes. He gave me a hot meal. I remember the floor glowing. The plant in the cave. I'd like to be free again. Not Caleb's. Not even if only for a little. Not exactly. I've never seen it. It's vast. But it doesn't seem. I'm sorry. Thank you. Just careful with the plant. That anger sometimes. It would be nice to feel the sun again.
Your soul is diseased. There is something poisoning it. But it isn't the Red Death, is it? I can't sense... Yet I detect a trace of wordness. It looks like your fate was sealed. You're... My loyal helpers. I'm not so proud as to call them worshippers, but if you ask the outsiders, they might say my helpers are just poor souls. Bewitched. Oh, don't believe in superstitions. They're simply grateful because I cured them of the Red Death. Those close to the wordness can be cured. It's... Oh, yes. As you can see, it's such a shame that with the druids gone, we've also lost the hope of fully... Oh, I'm not quite sure how I do it myself. It seems like the Red Death and the wordness, somehow. The eyes of those afflicted show a unique kind of pain, unlike anything else. The Red Priests say the Red Death affects both the mind and the body. They are right about that. It touches the very essence. I'm afraid there's not much that can help with such a... Come back again.
You are nothing but a peasant!
You'll pay for that insult! Show me what you...
Help me! Water? Do you have anything to drink? Thank you. My name is Linwood, and I've been cursed. That damned rat of a druid cursed me. I've been stuck like this for the past 2 days. No food, no... It must be... Please, you have to do...
Another one? We've had enough strangers in Kunacht. You lot bring nothing but trouble. Which ones do you want to hear about? The Camelotians who want to take Armenir and rob us of our land? Or the Red Priests knocking on everyone's door and dragging people out? We already had enough problems without all those prissy arseholes adding to. Pah! They say they're looking for people sick with the Red Death, but all they do is drag decent people out of their homes and haul them off to all... And people still get taken by the plague, so what good are they? The Camelotians are saying our Armenir is dying, and when it goes out, we'll get vipers, the lot of them. Ivane brought them here a while ago to help with the Kunacht. And now they want to take our Armenir. Pah! They're saying all the folks here will have to move. All mother only. My old man won't hear a word of it. And you know what? I don't blame him. We've worked too hard. We've gone through too much to just... I know some do. The two brothers from the neighboring farm, they can't wait to be rid of that place. But it's no wonder. Not to sound like an old woman. But I'd say, you see, there's an old well on their field, right at the very edge. If you go there at night, you can hear. Truth be told, if I were in their shoes, I'd have run for the... Aye, why no? Everyone says me auntie's got... Besides, we know the weirdness. We live with it every... There's no much left for me in this world. Go talk to her and you'll see. I might be an old woman. Our priestess, or rather, Ivaine's priestess. She took Ailey in, and that ended up being a... She might be a little odd with that eye of hers, but she's a sweet... Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Makes no difference to me. This farm belonged to my father, and it belonged to his father before him. When my older brother, I hoped to pass this land on to my children. But, well, it's only fair that I should rest here with him. Ha! Welcome in, you say, when your lot just barged like old Norm's woodshed. That got requisitioned by Camelot. They shoved some fancy... They say it's all fair because Norm got compensated. But what about us, huh? We lent Norm our best axe ages ago. Why? Huh. Maybe you do. But I don't trust folks who... We may not have much, but we're honest folk. Bring me back that... Until next time.
I like it when things are quiet. Oh! Hey there, traveler. Better not go much further tonight. Strange things tend to assail our... And miss all the action? No way. The folks here are stubborn. Won't leave their lands. They need protect. Plus, I get to be on the front lines if anything. Sure thing. I've got fire arrows. They work wonders against those creatures. It seems like they hate fire even more than I can part with some for a few coins. Helps you, helps me, and makes the night watch feel less like a chore.
Hello there. It's nice to see a new face, especially from this side of the bars, if you know what I mean. Really? You walk into the prison and ask the one man in Camelot soldier gear who he is? Oh, that's a good one. Well, stranger, I'm Flan, and I am a... Fortunately, I'm not terribly overworked, now that most people have either left for Camelot or died. Oh, was that insensitive? My apologies. Well, it depends. We have a beggar here, all mother bless his soul, who figured out that committing only minor offenses this way. Instead of begging on the streets, he gets a roof over his head and a wall. How clever must you be to come up with that? Pretty I probably would have done the same if I were him. See you soon. Just behave, so I don't have to guard you too.
Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on all watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansem. What was it that made the men here react to you? The local men here have been rather lifeless for then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. That's stunning. Do you know what this menhir represents? Is that so? The people of Avalon still believe the legend that Merlin, under King Arthur's command, raised the menhirs to protect, but none of this matters in our current situation. Here, then for some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Connacht, and for others, like our guest from Camelot, who I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. And power that has been granted can be taken away. Officially, they say they want to gather all the men here scattered across Avalon. Set them around Camelot. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power. I want you to speak with Dinholm and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Connacht, and as you probably imagined, your presence here didn't exactly make him. With the men here active again, everything will change. I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on honor. I'm well aware. And now we're also facing an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt, but with the men here reignited, the people of Connacht will be even less willing to give up and go to Camelot. If anything, and bloodshed is something neither we nor the capital want. I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could admit publicly, but I understand the people who don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights who must face a long-lost terror. Believe me, being a lord in times like this... Calamity shield, you say? An unusual... That shield rests beneath the men here. And legend has it that it used to fuel its... I don't mind if you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it. It's a treasured relic. And the people of Kurt, and you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you. If you need anything, speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time. If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
Stay out of my way. Oi, you there, Sleeping Beauty. I saw them carrying you and you feeling better now? Good. Would have been a shame if something happened to the one who lit up the menhir. No wonder they brought... Tell me, did you get to see our lord? Or just that snake of his, Anselm? Sorry, stranger. I meant no offense. Name's Morag. I'm the innkeeper around here, though, as you've probably... Truth is, I was hoping that, with what happened at the menhir and all, you might have Lord Ivейн. Maybe you'd be kind enough to whisper a thing or two into it on... Camelot shut down my inn. Said it was because of the Red Death, but the Red Priests have been here for ages, and they never had a problem with my place. And last I checked, Ivейn's still our lord. Not one of those Camelocians. What give... I know. I was here when the outbreak hit. Lost some of my best patrons. Every new case gets carted straight to the asylum, and we haven't had one in a... Oh, I tried talking to the Camelocians. They told me to piss off. Thank you, stranger. All I want is a straight answer. The least you could do, damn bastards come in here acting like they own all of Connacht. I'll wait here for you.
The apple has fallen far from the tree. His ancestor was a ruler devoted to his people. He was even capable of defying me when the situation... And Ivейн, I see a man trying to please everyone. Decisions are never easy, but they must be made. I see that the current lord is trying to delay that moment, and I fear it's his people who will suffer most. I know much time has passed. I just hope Palamedes' bloodline wasn't diluted. I have no idea. The menhirs were Merlin and Nimue's domain. I was mostly just relieved they worked. Although I think they reacted to the power we now wield. But why and how? But tell me, are you well? You were unconscious. I'm not inside your mind. I can watch your feelings, your pain. They're yours alone. Throughout my life, I've rarely been idle. This help. Good. That's good. The ones who helped me to build Avalon. We may not have chosen each other's company.
Oi, you. You're new here, aren't you? Ah, no, sorry. It's just that we don't see many new faces around here. Just us and the locals and, well, if you haven't noticed yet, they're not the friendliest bunch. Do they? Then maybe we're all just sick of looking at each other. I'm sure they're not all bad. But it's not like I want to be here either. I've got a pregnant wife waiting for me. Yeah, about birthing and labour and whatnot. It's going to be our first, you see, so my wife's worried sick. I wanted to send it to her to ease her mind, you know? But that Dalrita wench chased me out of her bookshop and won't let me back in. I know, right? And here I thought I'd seen... Anyway, Vrel seems to hate my... Ugh, because she hates Camelotians. Why else? I mean, I know the folks ain't exactly happy about us being... She's Dalrita. They're taught to hate us from... Well, could you? I'd be really grateful. Just don't tell her it's for me. Please, I'll pay you back. I'll even... Oh, thank you.
This is my shield. But there's no part of my soul inside. But I can feel the missing part. Maybe it's the men here. Maybe it needs...